What is going on the YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing to you the full drop list for this week, which is week 13 of the spring-summer season. I'll be honest, it's a little bit warm today, which is probably not the greatest day for a beanie, but I'm just... Today was just not a great day getting up and everything. I was meant to upload this yesterday, but I had some technical issues, so it's out today. Let's go through this list, and yeah, it's a pretty good week, so yeah. Okay, so because the list itself doesn't actually have the Doc Martens on there, we're just going to briefly go through them. I don't actually think they're that bad, to be honest. I think they're actually quite decent compared to some of the previous ones we've had. Obviously, some of the colourways I think are better than others. More specifically, I'm not a massive fan of this red colourway, but in comparison to that, I do think that the white colourway could probably be worn like year long, or like throughout the year in general, like year round in the end, and more so I believe that the black colourway in this spiderweb 3-eye shoe is more so Halloween sort of time. It can look kind of formal, but at the same time I think that it's more so for that time of year. Probably the same applies to the red, but I think the white isn't too bad at the end of the day, so yeah. And there they are, obviously. So yeah, white I definitely think is the best one, then black, then red. So yeah. Getting on with the list though, the top item for this week is going to be the repeat leather belt. I don't really know how or why, but it's just mainly because it has like the least dislikes in comparison to its likes. With quite a high-ish retail, because the last belt that we had as part of a collaboration was only like £28 in the end. So this is a lot more. Obviously it's leather. So that probably then boosts the price up. Personally for me, I'd probably say the black or the red colourway would be the best. I feel like olive might be a bit underrated, but at the same time, black and red, it's just like the staple like standards when it comes to Supreme. Also coming out this week, we have the other two Burberry pieces, being the denim 6 panel and the crusher. I saw that people said that in general, these hats or pieces coming from Burberry themselves cost a fair amount. So with retails like this that we're quoted at, it's not too bad in the end, and it would probably be worth picking one of them up. I don't know which. I feel like in the crusher it might be the pink or tan, but then again black is just a staple colorway. In the 6 panel, I do feel like just the blue or denim blue is just the best. Pink and tan are great, but I just feel like that's just the best one as an overall. So yeah, I know that people probably have different opinions, but I'll probably need to look into just how the prior Burberry pieces did. Obviously these hats weren't released alongside them, but that might, you know, I don't really know what to say, but it might help decide on the colourways in the end as an overall. This week we're also getting the Malcolm X pieces. It's a collaboration with Roy de Carava. If I have butchered that, I'm sorry. I've tried to pronounce it several times, and that is probably the best that I'm getting out of it. Roy de Carava. I'm always wanting to like roll my R's with that, but yeah. So we've got a couple of Malcolm X pieces anyway this week, which I think as an overall, they've made use, I suppose, would be the best way to phrase it, of, you know, the photos they had and the pieces they had. But it's just, to me, it feels like they could have done a bit more. I mean, Malcolm X was Malcolm X at the end of the day. I just feel like there could have just been a bit more done, you know, for him or for this collaboration, or maybe instead of having the Burberry and the Doc Martens pieces like dropping this week, you could have just left it as that, as the solo thing to give the more like focal point or focus to. But that's just how I feel about it. We then move on to the Star Fleece jacket. I will say in the tee that I do like the Central 2 colorways. They just look nice tones. But yeah, we've got the Star Fleece jacket. I feel like this isn't really going to like do that decent, because it just reminds me of like the spring summer 21, I believe it was, fleece jacket that released and just plummeted in the end. And yeah, following that we have the Fat Tip Jacquard denim camp cap. I feel like the highlight's more so going to go for the denim 6 panel this week, but it's not a bad piece in the end. I'd definitely say it, the blue and the black are the better tones as an overall. So yeah, we then have the hoodie. I really like this purple-ish tone that they've got going on. The bright orange and the teal light blue, I don't really know what tone it is, maybe mint, is nice, but I don't know. I feel like it's yet again going to the central colourways, sort of like the tee. They're just nice tones. We then have the chain stitch denim jacket dropping. I think I prefer the black and white colourway. Vibrant colourway is nice, but black and white I think is the best. I do like the aspect that if you do take a look at it, you've obviously got 1994 there, and then you just have a load of different words. So yeah, I do like the different side to it, but overall that is definitely the better colourway. We then have the faux croc basketball short. Oh, it's just the numbers. I was going to say, what's the croc aspect? I hadn't seen this, but yeah, it's just the numbers. Lakers colourway probably sell out in America, realistically. Black and white's fine. The brown is nice, but that's probably going to be their order of just right to left. We then have a cargo zip-off cinch pant. They've done this a couple of times with different collaborations, where it just changes from like a pant or, you know, long to just shorts. It's cool. It's been used quite a couple of times, but it's nice that it's, you know, available in the end. We then have the Mississippi tee. I still think that the central two colourways are just really nice tones. I think that the black colourway works best with most of the photos though they've chosen, but the central colourways I think are just nice. We then have the Arc Jacquard denim shirt, black, blue, red. It's just simple. The chain stitch regular jean. I think when the retail estimate is the same for the jacket as the jean, it's a little bit off. We then move on to the ripstop hooded wooden shell. I don't know what it is, but I'm not a fan of the look of the material. Yeah, I feel like black and white are the best two tones in any case. We then have the new era multi-arc beanie. Colorways are okay. It's not that bad of a piece. I don't really like the overlapping that's going on with it, but regardless, I do think that the black and pink are the best tones from it. For the last couple of pieces, we have the Hearts Jacquard short sleeve top. It's cool, but the whole like repeat sort of thing, the Doc Martens are all the way down here. Yeah, the faux croc football jersey looks better in the short, I'll be honest. It just does. I still think that the Lakers type of tone is okay, but yeah, I think it's just better in the short. The side logo 5 panel is a no-go, and the multi-arc crew neck is just not great. It really isn't great. Just yeah, it's not great. So that is going to cover everything from this week in the end. As per norm, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, what you're going to be going for, whether or not your items from last week or the week before have arrived. Mine is set to arrive today, so that's good. I actually thought that it was the lamp. They've said to be the lamp, but I would expect the lamp's weight to be like 1 kilogram to like 2.5 maybe. Like that they like set it as, whereas this is 0.5, so it's most definitely not going to be that. But it's just getting my hopes up because I haven't received like a shipping email from Supreme, so I was just like, but it's probably not going to be that in the end. But as far as this week goes, personally, I'll probably be going for one of the Burberry pieces. It's probably just going to be this one. I might aim for the Crusher, but I think it's just going to be this and just hold on to it. In the end, like that's as simple as it gets. I'm holding on to so many hats or caps as it is anyway, like Palace, Supreme I've only got one, but that's a personal, but Palace and just different things like that. I've got an Adidas one actually, which I've shown like before, but it's just that I look just so, hats just don't look right on me. Like beanies are okay, I can go with them. Hats, they just don't. But it's really cool. I have no idea if I've shown it before, but it's from the 2002 World Cup. So yeah, it's the Korea-Japan piece or hat. So yeah, I find it to be really cool and really nice. It's just that when I wear it, I don't. It just doesn't look right. It really doesn't. But yeah, that is going to cover it from me. Like I said, as per norm, thoughts and opinions down below. Other than that, I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.